Hello folks, I'm Richard Moore, North Mississippi Anti-Gang Stalking Association, YouTube, United States Anti-Gang Stalking Association, and Instagram, Twitter, all the other stuff that's out there, all that's working. So I did post, of course I'm getting all kinds of messages, and so for my favorite perps and stalkers, just get off the phone a few minutes, let me finish this video. It's just always a coincidence. And folks, you know, I don't believe in coincidences, period. I have spent several hours trying to post a live video I did earlier today with the cars and the color harassment, and it's creepy, following you, and you know, doing those victims know what I'm talking about. And it's for the better part, unless they're really trying to make a point of being obvious or being overly exertive with their behavior, I'm really unfazed by it, because I know that as quick as I stop and get out of the car, they're gone. You know, they'll drive by my house, 10,000 cars, but what they won't do is hit the brakes and pull in. So, you know, they're just, we're dealing with moronic, criminal cowards. Yellow belly, spineless, lily-livered, weed-kneed sisters. That's it in a nutshell. And so I posted the video, and I mean, it has been all day long. All of a sudden, Facebook nothing wants to work, and so some ass clown, lard ass, drinking a grapey coat somewhere, is screwing with my connection and all that. And I've got my agent L, my little dog. We hadn't been speaking today. It seems like her face is on that other video, and who knows, she may have been doing all the talking. But at any rate, I just wanted to, I felt it was necessary to do a post to elaborate a little more on current events. And I could go on for days, but I'm going to try not to go on for days, because I'm tired, and I've got to get up in the morning. But I don't have to get up. So if the stalkers want to try to initiate some type of sleep deprivation program, go right ahead. Because the last thing you want me doing is sleepwalking in the neighborhood with an axe in my hand. Okay, so I mean, I'm just telling you. So you know, a lot of people say, well, that guy's crazy. Keep that in mind when you stalk and screw with me, okay? Remember that crazy part. It's not as if you hadn't been warned. If you think I'm going to back up or get scared, if I'm sitting here biting my nails, oh God, what are they going to do to me? They're going to set me up, they're going to poison me, chip me, brainwash me, or whatever. That's not happening, okay? So I'm not going anywhere. So that's the deal. If you want something done about it, baby, you're going to have it to do. So I speak for tens and thousands of victims. And let me tell you, my birthright as an American citizen is life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, and that Constitution that the Home Office of Stalking absolutely hates. And the more I learn about these people, and yes, it is criminal. It doesn't matter. When the time comes, and this is presented in a courtroom, there's no chance of deniability. I'm going to repeat that. There's zero chance of deniability. I personally have all the ammunition necessary to strike a crippling blow to this organized criminal organization of gang stalking. Don't care how big it is. It's not bigger than the Constitution. I answer to one person, that's God. It's not bigger than God. And I'm here to tell you, friend, true light and truth and exposure of these people and what they're doing to citizens is the most horrible and appalling crime against any human being and crimes against humanity that this nation has ever known. We can look back to slavery. We can look back to the civil rights era. All of that is very bad. It pales in comparison to what is going on in broad daylight right in front of you. We often forget about those that don't have a voice. Hundreds of thousands of unborn children are murdered systematically in this country. It's okay. It's legal. Somehow, this country has been able to process and find abortion palatable, and then they go about their daily routine. Say, well, there's nothing we can do about it. Well, with that kind of attitude, don't complain about anything. And it's the same people that are wearing 3 or 4 muzzles when they go out in public, or when they're in their car driving alone. I mean, if you wear a mask and you're in your car, let me explain to you what you are. You're a damned idiot, okay? So anybody knows anybody, just share the video if you will. There's no 2 things that could be wrong with it. There's damned idiots, okay? That's the reason this presidential election, this reason I'm talking about these morons driving around in Hondas and Kias with dumb looks on their face. You got to see that video I did today. I mean, this you talking about somebody that was I dropped on their head when they was born. There's a whole world of these people. You can see. I mean, you could see it immediately on their face. Okay, that this is not the kind of person that watches Jeopardy. Okay, maybe Wheel of Fortune, and the only criteria to be on Wheel of Fortune is hi. I'm from Mississippi, and I'm fascinated by small shiny objects. Everybody claps and spin the wheel. That's the mentality of what we're dealing with. And so this case in point, you just watched the video I did today, and I mean, she's looking at me. I'm just saying, I just looking at me, and I'm looking at her like I pulled over another lane where she could creep her ass on past me. She does say there, "Well, you were swerving all over the place." You see, they're indoctrinated with this thing. They're on dope. They're on psychotic medication. I've been pulled over law enforcement. We was somebody sure how much you had to drink today. I said, I mean, it's what do you consider drink? Water, cola. I mean, what is this? Some kind of deal to see if I can get enough liquids? Because I didn't do. There's no probable cause to stop me. Of course, law enforcement, as we know, runs this criminal stalking program. I've said many times, we try to picture these creepy perverts that sneak around and do malicious things to other people. We picture them. Maybe it's not what you picture. The last thing you picture is for it to be driving by with protected serve painted on the side of the damn vehicle. Okay, that's the last thing you expected. So, boy, you got blindsided on that one. But that's who props it up, supports it, and makes it happen. It's all about the money. It's all about, hadn't got anything to do with protecting and serving anything but their own self-interest. They all took oaths they swore before God, but you're talking about godless people that they don't believe that anyway. So it's, it's like crossing your fingers, hoping to die, and all that kind of stuff. So it means nothing to these people. And because they are so relentless, once they are able to get a person to commit to psychiatric care, and I could go to every psychiatrist in this state and get certified sane. You can believe that. They've tried to push the envelope on that. But I tell you who's crazy are these morons that think that this is going to be like it is, and that they can't do anything to us because that's what we were told. Well, it's in a courtroom. Officer, whoever you are, doctor, psychiatrist, whoever you are, okay, they all told you it was legal and so forth. So and it was okay. So if they all told you to jump off a cliff, that is no excuse. That will not hold up. I don't care who told them that. Are you aware of the Constitution? Are you aware of what the word torture means? Can you spell your name? How dumb are you? So I don't see any out for that. As many of you know, I was arrested for exposing the CBA, the community-based agent, more than one. I've exposed more than one. That it was uncomfortable because he didn't like my language or for whatever reason. I posted it on my page, okay? The better question is, why was the creepy pervert on my property, and how did I get his tag number and name? I just pulled that out of thin air. I don't know who he is, but he sure thinks he knows me because he was hanging around my place. But somehow I get a stalking arrest. Imagine that. So we criminalize the victim. So round and round we go. We'll just scare him to death with life in prison and then electric chair. Well, guess what, boys? Been there and done that, okay? Not scared of it. You need to be scared of it. But believe me, that's not going to zip these lips, okay? That's the reason I'm talking. That's the reason I do what I do. You're not in a position to dictate who is not eligible to be protected by the Constitution. I don't know what kind of idiot would drink that Kool-Aid, but obviously plenty have, because we're circumventing due process and all that. We're meeting out the as we see, and we know what's best for the community and all that. Take that pig shit and get on out of my face with it. It's not going to wash. So I welcome a day in court. This is an angle I don't think that many victims realize. It's almost impossible for a victim to take their case and their argument to court. Am I right or wrong? Okay, I'm right. But it's obviously very easy to indict a ham sandwich and get them in court. Right? Okay, good. Well, guess what? I get to subpoena people and present witnesses, and I'm going to tell you what, folks, it ain't pretty. It ain't pretty. Well, okay, we'll go with this bogus deal and have this dog and pony show, but I'm going to tell you what. I've been preparing for a long time to have my golden opportunity to open Pandora's box. And when I go into that courtroom, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be deep with attorneys. Let me be real clear about that. Deep with attorneys, okay? This group, the Home Office of Criminal Stalking, they want to drive the victim into homelessness and poverty, and ultimately death. I would never. I'm the unluckiest. I told my psychiatrist I had suicidal tendencies, and he said, "Really?" He said, "Well, you got to start paying me in advance." I can't, I said, "People calling me ugly," and he said, "Well, go over and lay on the couch and lay face down." So that's kind of luck I have with dealing with psychiatrists and all this other stuff, folks. Let me tell you, they don't want to be in a courtroom. They don't want to be in a courtroom because I'm telling you, it's going to get attention. There's mechanisms that are in place and things that are unfolding as I speak right now that that will absolutely turn this deal on its head. Has no choice but to do it. I'm not going to go through any of the details or what have you, but I'm telling you, it's a door that, in the book of Revelation, it says God will open doors that man cannot open, and he will close doors that man cannot close. Now let me tell you what, folks. These doors are opening, and they're not going to be able to close them. They're not going to be able to shut it out. They're not going to spook me out. They're not going to be able to shut it out. So you charge me with bogus, baloney, whatever. See you in court. See you in court. If that's what you really want. That's not the legal system is not going to be your whipping post to beat and scare victims into submission. That is abuse of power. And that, my friend, when a member of law enforcement are doing and participating in criminal activity, that's about the most sickest, despicable element of a criminal that one could ever imagine. I have no respect for a corrupt member of law enforcement. I have respect for our system. I believe that there is way more good than there is bad. I believe that those scales constantly fall out of balance. We have to know that. And as a born-again Christian, I believe what God says, and He says it, I believe it, and that settles it. But narrow is the way to heaven, and broad is the gate in the way to hell, and many will enter therein. To understand, it's broad is the gate, and many will. Because, folks, let me tell you, a person that serves God, that loves God, and is born again, I will promise you, in no shape, form, or fashion, would ever be able to participate in any element or any level of criminal stalking. Period. If you're involved in it, you're just as guilty as the next person. It's equal culpability. I mean, it's simple as that. It's simple as that. This universe has laws. We have the law of gravity. You can walk off the top of a building 1,000 times or 1,000,000 times. And I'm going to tell you what, friend, you're going to go down every time. It's not, well, maybe one time you go up. It's an absolute law. There's also another law that's absolute, and that's karma. Jesus taught karma, and He said, as you sow, so shall you reap. It didn't say you may or may not. Whatever you plant, friend, that's what's going to come up. You cannot plant pumpkins and expect roses to pop up. I mean, that's stupid. You can't go out and systematically torture and organize, acting like a grain-fed idiot fool, knowing that you are causing harm to the individual you're targeting, and expect it be just heaven on earth and Walmart gift cards are raining from heaven. And Kia may come out with an automobile that everybody would want to ride in. Well, let me tell you what, folks. None of that's going to happen. None of that's going to happen. So, I am very convinced that's a settled deal. Those people that are doing that, none of them are happy. They're miserable. You see it on their face. If you watch the video I made earlier today, you can see this. She was just. She had what to say. I'm trying to figure out. I mean, she pulled up beside me, rolled her window down, looking at me, and that's about as good as they can get. It's a crazy look, And so I said, so I don't remember. You just have to watch it. I had watched it again, but I was probably too easy on her. I can tell you that. But they're creepy people. You can spot them a mile away. And it does wear on an individual when I don't know what other victims, I know what they go through. They feel helpless and hopeless. You're not helpless or hopeless. Neither am I. Now, if I feel that I'm in danger and somebody's trying to run me off or anything, I'm not going to pick the phone up and call law enforcement. We've already been down that road, haven't we, boys and girls? So I'm going to do what I need to do. Okay? And I don't want to hear any backlash. Well, you can't do that. Well, what do you mean you can't do that? I've got a rule book that says I can do that. Now, your rule book doesn't count because, remember, you ignored me. But rules don't apply to me, like the Constitution, civil liberties, and all that stuff. Some do, some don't. You need to give me the playbook on what applies to me and what doesn't apply to me. It applies to everybody. I'm confused. Well, the record shows that something very contrary to what you're saying is taking place. So I think we got a problem, Houston. But I can tell you what, I'm not going to just sit and watch these fools when they get too close to me. I feel threatened, or they get on my property. I'm telling you, folks, there's not a list or one out of three things that's going to happen, okay? I'm not selling wolf tickets. I'm not barking or bluffing. I'm telling you, that would be a bad idea. And I'm telling you, I won't hesitate. I won't hesitate. I won't stutter. I won't stammer. I'm going to take care of my business. Because I am an American citizen. And by God, I'm going to stand my ground. You can best believe that, sweetheart. This boy ain't running. And I'm not backing up. I'll meet you halfway. I'll do that. All you got to do is just head my way. I'll meet you halfway. I'll save that trip for you, okay? And if I can't get you off of me, the ride won't cost a dime, sweetheart. But I believe I can. So, any of you morons that want to try it, go ahead and try it, okay? I've made it real clear that there's several members of law enforcement, including the sheriff and members of the sheriff's department, just to name a few. They're subjects of federal litigation that I'm preparing. They know this. It's on record that they watch my videos and follow my Facebook page. And a lot of perps follow me on Facebook. I mean, that's what they do. They follow. I mean, of course they follow me. Every time I get so-and-so, see who follows you. I said, oh, God, please. Though, I mean, they have prostituted the word follow under any circumstances. I mean, it's like, it just gives me the creeps. Of course, people are following me. And I don't, so I do know that they, all of them want to get their 15 minutes of fame. And they'll get it with me. I mean, you keep on, I promise you, I'll put you out there and I'll make sure that the next high five and Kool-Aid party you attend, that you'll be just the talk of all the other waterheads. Now, I tell you another thing. I'm on the subject. We're talking about perps, stalkers, same thing. People ask me, so and so a perp, so and so. I'm not in a perp. I don't get here to try to divine, and I'm not a fortune teller. That's perp, not a perp, whatever. Okay. Do I recognize one instantly and take it at face value? Yes. I talk to them. We don't have that conversation. They want to pretend. There's people that pretend all the time, okay? I mean, I've got friends that, girls that dress like guys and guys that dress like girls. And we're in a confused world, okay? So, I try to stay out of all that. But now when you step out of line, as it concerns me on my page or something, I'm going to put a spotlight on you, okay? I know who you are, and you can pretend all you want to. But just keep walking that fine lines, all I'm going to say, okay? Because I'm telling you, that's not my mission, is put up. When I say this person or that person, that's a done deal, turn the page, because we're not going to go back and discuss it and revisit it or whatever, okay? I had a lady tell me a few months ago, she was asking me about this stalking deal, however they ask, it's, imagine somebody asking about it, but possibility I was talking about it. Said, well, that happened to me. That happened for 2 or 3 years, that was happening to me. But I said, it was happening to you. She said, yeah. I said, but not now, no. I said, well, then you're a stalker. Oh, no. I said, look here, honey. I mean, how long have you got? You want to stay here all day? We can talk about it. I said, this is the deal. This is Hotel California, sweetheart. It's a Rose Motel. You check in, you don't check out. You're not, you when you're in, darling. It's not just something that bumped you back into society or whatever. You're a stalker. Okay? So, change the subject. And of course, he likes to change the subject. That's the best thing to do, okay? Because we're not go back. I said, either if you were being stalked and they're not stalking you anymore, then you're stalking. What else is there to talk about? There's nothing else to debate. I mean, it's that damn simple. A light switch, on, off. Why are we 3 hours later still talking about all the different ways on and off works? I mean, that is over my head. But it is. Social media is heavy laden with bogus, fake ass people, with fake ass groups, with fake ass narrative. Targeted justice is the best example. Karen Melton Stewart, Midge Mathis, and Barney Fife, and all these other damn ass clowns. They've got all these TI celebrity stuff and real good science and good information. Well, I would be absolutely, if a person said, well, yeah, this person they're really knowledgeable about that. I said, well, I guess they are, By God, if I was a professional stalker, hell, I would expect them to be knowledgeable about what the hell's going on. Okay? So that's, it doesn't take much of an IQ to figure that out. I mean, if this guy is a walking genius about stalking, honey, I'd be packing my shit and getting out of the way. I mean, look, the whole deal is designed to confuse. It's one lie after another lie. It is a big game of stupid to keep these people's crimes covered. Okay? If it's not criminal what they're doing, why is it a damn secret? Why all the deception? Who is it you're trying to deceive? Because the person you're stalking is not, he knows what the hell's going on. So that's the person you're dealing with. So if that's legal, then what's the deal? Oh, you don't want other people knowing about it. Huh. That's got me scratching my head. You said that math does not work, honey. It doesn't work. It's not ever going to work. It's a damn crime is the reason it's a damn secret. Okay? There's a reason the mafia have secrets, okay? It's not because they're secretly having drives to deliver toys for tots or something. By God, it's criminal. It's sex trafficking. It's drug trafficking. Murder for hire. All of that is working, okay? That's what criminal stalking is doing. That's what law enforcement, your sheriff, members of the Department of Justice, the FBI, Secret Service, CIA, they're involved in these crimes. So, I don't think I'm telling anybody something they don't already know. But my narrative is not going to be, I'm not going to sit here and say, well, people get this. I see them bickering back and forth. Why are you so stupid? It's AI. No, it's this, it's that. Look at me, folks. Thank you, God, for not sending. Because I'm telling you, folks, people start sending me, making comments like this. You know what I'm doing? I'm trying to find out who this person is and where they live. Okay, I'm trying to do some do my homework before I start in on them. That's how pissed off I get. don't play with me, okay? I can tell you, if you watch that video today, there was nothing artificial about this moron that I had a confrontation with. No AI. It was a fool driving a damn car, okay? It wasn't something projected in my head. Now, if y'all play the video and it's just me and the dog and I'm talking to thin air, you got me. But if you see the ass clown that I'm talking to on there, we have seen all this visualized. So don't try to change the narrative. Are they doing crazy stuff? You damn skippy they are. You damn skippy they are. Now, let me tell you how I learned about this. It's not, I don't, and people that know me, people that are close to me will attest to this, that, and even the stalkers will. So for you stalkers that don't know me well, just ask the other stalkers. They'll vouch for it as well. That I don't spend time. I get a lot of people send me stuff all the time. I don't spend a lot of time. Now I did repost about this dark. I don't know what it is. Anyway, I posted it, and it's a book that a lady wrote. That's an excerpt out of the playbook of organized criminal stalking, and you should listen to that video. It is absolutely an eye opener. It's simple. It breaks it down to a T, and it was shared to me by Janet. I see on there. I think it is. I don't have my glasses on, but anyway, so that's good information. I've got video footage where I have manipulated the sound, the speed, and so forth, and taking sounds that this is a noise, a background noise, or whatever. When you slow it down, it becomes a very clear and audible voice saying your name and all this other stuff. I've captured a lot of that stuff. That's called subliminal suggestion, folks. It's nothing new. It's not new. It's been around forever. And this is what they've been inundating me with relentlessly for years, 24/7. Okay? I know who the actors and players are that are involved in this. Not all of them, but I can tell you, folks, this is where it works for the victim. Remember, they have built a foundation on their house is built on a foundation of moron, loser snitches. Okay, that's what that's their foundation. Now, do you believe that these rats and snitches and these people that are fascinated by small shiny objects are going to hold their mud with fear of they might have to go to jail? They gonna tell it, sweetheart. They gonna tell it, and I'm telling you, their own mama is not gonna be safe when you get them bitches in a courtroom under oath and start doing any line of question or a deposition or anything. It won't hold up. They know it won't hold up. And how do we get them to that point? Just hold what you got. There's more than one way to skin a cat, friends. Now, I know you've heard that, but by God, you've heard it for a reason. They don't have this cat skinning deal, skinning cats sewed up as much as they want the public and everybody to think that they've got it sewed up. Okay? Now, mind you, I believe the lady that wrote this book that I'm talking about, I believe she was murdered, and I personally know people that I've talked to that were being stalked, but the same people stalking me, they were murdered. So that's real. That is something that, and when it's my time to go, then that's in God's hands. Okay, so I mean, I don't live in that fear. You know, I'm just, when I wake up in the morning, I'm just as shocked as they are. I'm 20 years past, longer than I thought I'd ever live. So, you know, here it is. And so I'm here for a reason. I'm here for a reason. I don't think there's anything that victims that you have experienced that this old boy hadn't experienced. That it's happened to me in spades. So you're not alone. I do understand the hopelessness, the isolation, the being dismissed as being something being wrong with you, and there is are being marginalized somehow in society. Don't question yourself and say, well, what did I do to deserve this and all this? Let me tell you what. It doesn't matter what lie they've told, what they've said about you. Anything can be said and done from a fake conviction for 10 years in penitentiary all over this country. And let me tell you, folks, I made it through all of that. And didn't come out bitter. Not hair in my head. Let me tell you what, folks. It's those three Hebrew children, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Nebuchadnezzar threw them in the furnace. Heated up 7 times hotter, or 3 times, 7 times hotter than it normally is. The guards that threw them in were burned up. That's how hot it was. And Nebuchadnezzar said, he calls it, didn't we throw 3? I mean, he said, yeah. I said, well, they were bound. They had tied ropes and everything. Tied them up, threw them in there. He said, they're loose. They're walking around. The 4th man looks like the Son of God. And he called them out. And let me tell you what, folks. Not a hair on their head was singed. Didn't even smell of smoke. And they said, Nebuchadnezzar, we will not bow to your God. We may burn, but we won't bow. And you see, the moral of that story is, folks, if you don't bow, you can't burn. These stalkers have bowed. And friend, let me tell you, when you bow, you'll burn. I'm not going to bow. And therefore, I'm not worried about a jail, a pit of vipers, or anything else, or a flock of cars, or any other fools out there. I promise you, I will wade up in there. And those that know me know that I will. I'm about going to walk around it. I'll wade right up in you, and let's get it on if you want to get it on, okay? But you're not going to dictate where I go or what I do or anything else. And if you want to screw with me and try to irritate me, you go right ahead. That's your life that's on the craps table, not mine, okay? This is my world. I'm in my world. If you want to jump in my world, don't complain how things are in my lane. If you don't like my lane, you might all stay the hell out of it, okay? Because it's not a good place to be if I don't want you in it. So I'm standing on that, folks. I'll be standing on that tomorrow. So I may say it again tomorrow, but sometimes I feel like people are picking up what I'm putting down. We need to, the reason we can't and we struggle with organizing is because that is the whole idea of stalking, is to confuse and divide and all that stuff with all these narratives of talking and not doing. And I feel like that I have shortchanged myself every day. So I work harder daily at being more productive to the goal that's at hand, and that is exposing and bringing these people to justice, starting wherever I have to start. Okay? That's my goal daily. I don't see it. I just wish these people would leave me alone. I wish people that say that would please stay the hell away from me, okay? And you know, you need to get a backbone instead of a wishbone. Quit wishing, all right? And start doing. That's how you do it. You won't get it sitting on your ass. Your assets. You need to get up, roll your sleeves up, and say, look here. Stick your chest out, hold your head up, and say, hold up a minute. We're not going to do it that way, okay? That's wrong, and I don't give a shit who, all of you. I wear a shirt. I'm crazy as hell. Stay away from me. I don't care. The name calling, the labels, You know who defines me? It's who God says I am. And I'm a child of God. And his definition is what matters. And that is who I have to please and who I get the okay from. Short of that, I could care less. Okay? I could care less. But I'll tell you, I'm satisfied that that with the man that's at the wheel and the mission that I'm on, my God cannot and will not fail. He never has, and he never will. I know a lot of people, they hate to hear that. Well, let me tell you what, folks. I can't help it if you hate to hear that. Hold that thought and watch how this plays out. Okay? I'm writing a check. You'll be able to cash it. I'm not barking. I'm not, that's not happening, okay? We need more people to stand their ground. You get on the same page by exposing these people and letting people know that there's no gray area in what's going on in this so-called targeted community. I'm not, again, trying to win a popularity contest, okay? So I'm not going to spend a lot of time exposing, but I will occasionally go ahead and put them out there, you know, like this guy that's a moderator, or the guy that runs gang stalking database. The guy that runs gang stalking, it was a gang stalking database. I mean, the name itself is like targeted justice. I mean, what does that really mean? Okay, I mean, it's a sham. I mean, I know people that, professionals that have investigated that organization. Folks, while I'm sitting here, I'm not pulling stuff out of my ass and just putting it up here as some kind of hypotheses, okay? You take it or leave it. If you have issues with facts, then guess what? Go to targeted justice. Go to one of these pretend sites and let somebody have the stupid thought of the day. Is anybody's ass itching? Your thoughts. You know, you get these stupid stuff like that. And folks, I'm telling you, I don't think it's funny or cute or anything else, okay? I think that we need a lot more work done, and a lot of more people, victims, need to grow a set and quit getting in a fetal position and crying and whining, and by God, and start standing your ground and taking back every single thing the devil has stolen from you. Because if you don't, that's how you lose. When you let these people know, so let me tell you what, you may take everything I got, but there's one thing you're not going to do. You're not going to break my spirit, because it belongs to somebody else. It's yours to break. Sorry. You're not going to break this boy's spirit. You are not going to. That's not going to happen. The world didn't give it, and the world can't take it away. That's the way it is. Don't care about all that. But you can believe one thing. I'm still going to be here. I'm still going to be here. And I realize that there's so many people out there don't realize his name for this, other than it's wrong what's happening to them. It's crimes committed against them. Everybody thinks they're crime. Who gives a shit what everybody thinks, okay? If everybody thinks I'm sane, I don't get a big check in the mail, do I? I don't know. So I could give a tinker's damn. I'm not running for office. I'm not trying to win Mr. Popularity. I'm not kissing any babies. So screw what people think, okay? It's between you and God. Get with him. Talk to him. He's going to give you something they can't take. And that's peace, happiness, joy. And he'll take care of you. I'll promise you. He says, I've never seen the seed forsaken or the righteous begging for bread. I will promise you, when you give it to him, what does he want? All of it. What does God require from you? Everything you got. Everything. The whole deal. Every problem, every heartache, every loss, every concern, every worry, everything. Give it all to him. In exchange, he gives you everything he's got. That's a no-brainer. That's a no-brainer. So that's what I have to work on daily is my faith. And everything else is, you know, I know that these clowns are going to be out here. They absolutely are not going to stop until somebody stops them. Okay? This like a rabid animal. They have to be put down. They have to be stopped. They're not just going to go out and just work themselves out of rabies or something like that. That has to be attended to by someone that doesn't have rabies, okay? And so that's the deal with that. So I'm not wishing anything, okay? Because I know wishing doesn't make it happen. Because I've wished 1,000,000 times that one of them would pull in my driveway and holler at me a minute. It hadn't happened, so it doesn't work, okay? So, and they, unless if they know for sure that I'm trapped in a bedroom or something like that, and they can pull through here and do a quick one or something like that, but they'll run. You can't catch them. Oh my God! You talking about that? Ooh, cowards, they're hard to catch. They got loud mouths now. I've had them come by and holler and say stuff, you know, and but it's I'm telling you, folks, that's all you're gonna get with them, because and like I say, if one of them decides to pump the brakes a little bit, they better hope that their that their hands has got as much energy as their mouth, okay? They better hope that, because I'll give them everything they've campaigned for. I promise you. But they'll be winner, chicken dinner, okay? And I'm going to be Colonel Sanders on that day. I'm going to be serving it up by the bucket loads if they want it. And I'm not the only person that I've had enough of this stuff a long time ago. But folks, I don't just sit around and complain about it. I'm out here talking about it, and I'm exposing people. I don't know how many other people that have groups and pages on Facebook that are getting locked up for exposed. The very people that I exposed that lied in federal court, sent me to prison, destroyed character, assassinated, all these things. What the original cast members was on this late bogus scam of a charge and arrest. Yes, sir. The very claims that I've been making, they put a punctuation mark on it. There you go. So I don't know how many people, these whistleblowers, NASA whistleblowers and stuff, it's on these other sites, really, they might be blowing something, but it ain't a damn whistle, all right? The only whistleblower is Edward Snowden, and you'll see him on the page giving nice little cozy speeches and all that, and crying the blues about how he's victimized and all that. No, he is a real whistleblower. And so I'm not disputing that these other individuals, but their definition of a whistle and my definition of whistle is two different things, okay? So just know that it's a play on words that they're using. So when I hear whistleblower, there's another word that comes to mind, and that's what I hear, okay? I said, really? I don't believe, they just have any qualms with just keep saying that, you know? Because I'm hearing something else every time they saying that. And I hear other things, too. So I try not to get distracted too much, because, you know, we've got, there's no shortage of these kind of people, okay? And my kind of people is just, this program is just a dressed up version of the Stasi program, COINTELPRO program. It's ran by the FBI InfraGard. They work hand in hand with Homeland Security. Speaking of Homeland Security, I'm going to wrap it up. I was having some issues last week, and Astra posted some conversations that she had with these people. The county here department for the trash, and so they're in front of my house blowing a horn, and shit pouring out of the bottom of it at the foot of my driveway. Garbage trucks don't do that accidentally, and it's just not that part of the program, stalking program, folks, is the things that they do are things that could be considered by normal people. And it's just, this is just life, and the way it works, shit happens. But let me tell you what, folks, shit don't systematically happen, and it just happens to be a moron on the scene every time it happens, okay? It doesn't work like that. So I'm trying to get these ass clowns, I say, look, you need to dump your load some damn where else, okay? I pay taxes, and by God, don't dump the damn thing, or y'all get out here and clean this shit up. I don't know what the hell that skid mark is, you know? And so it's always behind every skid mark is a moronic stalker. Okay, and it don't matter where the skid mark is. And you can see plenty out here. All you got to do is look at the clotheslines, and they're proud of them. So anyway, so back to the third call to the county office up here. I can't understand when this guy had called me back. He was in a board meeting or something. And, you know, folks, let me tell you, I don't give a shit. What kind of meeting? I mean, you're over the garbage department, okay? I mean, what the hell y'all can be talking about? I mean, we've pretty much, that's a done deal. You got the trucks, you got the guy swinging. I mean, what else? What more is it? You know, a new way to dump the shit or what? It's not a complicated deal, so I don't know what sounded to me like an excuse. So back third call, a man answered. I'm thinking it's the guy I've been waiting to talk to. And he said, no. And he told me his name. And he said, I'm the director of Homeland Security. I said, what, boy, I tell you, it never fails. I said, really? I said, so Homeland Security is handling trash, too. Got the garbage cornered. I said, so I started telling him about what's going on. He started screaming. And because he was trying to insult me, and realized that I got to it before he got to him. He hung up on me. And well, then I called the Homeland Security headquarters in Jackson, Mississippi, which the head of Homeland Security in Mississippi is a woman. But this man, the director, is a woman. But this man said he's the director. And he's working at the county office here in Union County and catching the calls for the garbage people. And so I tell them about it at Homeland Security. And she said, so her response to it was, well, sir, there's a state Department of Homeland Security and there's a federal Department of Homeland Security. I said, so the director of the federal Homeland Security is also running the garbage detail over here in Union County. Is that what you're telling me? No, sir, there's a State Department. You said the same thing over again. I'm like, God damn, it's a Jedi mind trick. You need to contact your local law enforcement. I said, look, honey, I said, I could give two shits. I said, he's not posing as me. He's posing as you. If you're cool with it, I'm cool with it. I don't give a damn. Okay? I said, you know, I've heard the tales about how this Homeland Security deal is confusing, and I have absolutely got schooled today, folks. I knew, I thought I had it pinpointed about Homeland Security. They put a whole new meaning to confuse a person with that, what I just told you. And Astrid Stanwyck, she posted, she called them. And the girl asked her, said, well, are you with FBI or whatever? I can't give you any more information. So then it turned into, she was, I guess that she got the Secret Service division of the county department. I don't know if is Washington running a shadow government in this county or something like that, or do they actually absolutely believe or drinking their own damn Kool-Aid they're selling these stalkers and think that that we as victims we're buying all this horse shit. And we believe aliens are coming down and probing us and reading our minds and making our eyes blink and all this other stuff. Y'all, let me tell you what, folks. The only people that's buying that horse shit are these fools that they're getting the gift cards and driving around these dumb looks on their face, which they don't realize that when the shit hits the fan, they're the shit. Is very expendable, and that's why they pick those people. Okay, loose lips sink ships. God forbid that any one of them liable to just formulate an intelligible sentence, and somebody catch wind of it. So you know they'll be they're already. They don't have to have any psychiatrist or anything. You can look at them, and you already know the deal. I mean, it's that simple. Okay, I mean, or hear them say it, make a word or two, and okay, here they already know. So it's they don't have to. The public, anybody, a first grader can certify the mentality of those people. Okay, so they're expendable, and these the people that are in the hierarchy are a little well felt protected, and that's the pervert Masons and Mormons, and I don't know if there's a difference. It may be the same thing. It is in my book. They're all going to bust hell wide open. Folks, I'm not calling that shots. Don't get mad at me, okay? But you're going to bust hell wide open. I believe the Bible, and so therefore, you're going to bust hell wide open. Am I supposed to spin the facts, okay? So that's the deal, okay? I don't know what to say. If you're a Mason, you're going to hell. That's not being judgmental. That's just being factual, okay? If you go out and go swimming, and it's 38 degrees outside, you're going to get cold, okay? I'm not being judgmental. So, if you're a Mason, you're going to hell. All right. Did I say that? And Eastern Star. You're going to. So, and so I understand why you won't put everybody through what you're going to, your eternal reward, but it's not going to work like that. You're already miserable, and I'm not going to stop talking about it. There's nothing, folks, listen, there's nothing, when it comes to me, there's nothing I won't say. But I'll promise you, I'm going to tell it like it is. And I'm going to call the shots as I see them and as they come. I'm not going to mince words. All right? So it's if we can't laugh and enjoy life, folks, they can't. Look, they'll try to steal your happiness and your they've tried that so many times. And I can't sit here and tell you that I've gone many, many, many days that I didn't have a smile. I didn't have a song. I didn't have a happiness. But I can tell you, that I have had enough golden days that make up for all of that. And I know that I'm not living by what's in the past. And I am speaking for many, and most people that are listening to me right now. We've gone too far to turn back. We've come too far to turn back. We've come too far to let go. Understand that our best days, that peace, that joy, that happiness, all of those things, God promises that, and He is not a liar. The devil is. If you're having fear about anything, fear is not of God. That doubt and fear, put that to the side. Get along with Him. Square the deal. And I'll tell you what, folks. That's the weapon they can't circumvent. That's the whole armor of God that can't be defeated. This is the truth that victims need to hear. Other people feel like there's other truths that they need to be empowered with. No, they don't. No, they don't. You can be absolutely illiterate when it comes to all this gadgetry they're using and their techniques and all that. Friend, if you know God, you've got all the answers. That's because He's got all the answers. He sees all of it. He knows what's going on. He don't think it's a damn bit funny. So, let Him worry about it, or you worry about it. But it's not a give and take situation. Either you worry about it, He worry about it. It's not going to be a little of both. When you give it to Him, let Him worry about it. You say, well, you know what? I'm just going to try it. Try it. He says test the spirits. You'll see which ones are. You'll see what's real and what isn't real. You're not going to make Him a liar. That's the reason I'm here today. That's the reason that the lie and everything that they did to destroy me, I am not living in defeat, my friend. I'm living in victory and accomplishment. I have a mission, I have a goal, and we're going to win. So I want to leave you with that. I want to encourage, you can contact me. And people, look, I get a lot of correspondence from a lot of people. And if people get, they get their feelings when I don't, there's an automated response, and you know it's an automated response. I do my dead level best. It just takes time. You have to understand that I know that victims that are reaching out to me, and I've got perps reaching out to me as well, and I'm preaching the perps too. You know that. So I just it's impossible for me to be that quick, and understand that. And if you're a victim, then you should understand relentless harassment and stalking, okay? That's me. I don't get a pass on them, okay? They double down on me. And I think they're weak if they don't double down on me, okay? That's why I stand with them. If I get up tomorrow and they're not stopped, I'll make a post. I'll post something on Facebook or something. I said, y'all get your lazy asses in gear. What's going on here? I mean, you know, these Walmart gift cards don't grow on trees. Yeah, come on, start the kids and let's get it going. But don't stop now, because you should have thought about that stopping deal a long time ago. We passed that part, okay? Well, I'm in it to win it now. Stopping is not part of the deal. So that's where I stand on that. Keep your head up. Keep your head up, and I gave that. I'm talking about solutions, okay? These are real solutions. And folks, it may not. I mean, it may not be what you want to hear, but it's what you need, okay? And oftentimes, what you feel like you think you need and what you really need is two different things, okay? I'm giving you what you need. I can't and I won't back off and tell you some other remedy that is not something that is administered and handled by God Almighty. And let me tell you, folks, He has opened doors, and let me tell you, me getting arrested is a door that God has allowed to open. And I'll promise you, folks, I don't think that it's going to shake out quite like they intended it. They figured, well, you know, he's gun shy. He's been sent away, and he knows he's been set up before, and he's set up, scared him to death. Oh, look, folks, it is terrifying. It is terrifying to think this is going on all over the country. How many people are already dead? How many people right now, or before they watch this, you know, said, you know, I'm giving up. They've lost hope. But you're watching me now, and you've had a change of heart. That's how we win, folks. Until next time, let me hear from you. Keep your head up. Expose. Now, write down. Journal what's going on. I'm validating you. It is real. That is proof. You do matter. Until next time, God bless you.